Hello, football fans, and welcome to Danville's F.Q. Hartman Memorial Stadium for this varsity football game between the Danville Ironmen and the Selinsgrove Seals. This is a district playoff game. What is at stake here is the possibility of advancement. I'm Paul Bauer here to bring you this game along with Bob Hickok. Bob, these two teams are not strangers to each other. In fact, our fans saw them in the very first game of the year right here in CCN.
The game was won in overtime. Where Matt Gerst got the ball loose in overtime. Danville was able to win on the next play. So Danville wins in overtime. But Selinsgrove could have won that early and failed to connect on a wide open pass.
Selinsgrove and Danville have had outstanding seasons, both teams. Danville, of course, 10-0. Selinsgrove 7-3. Among Selinsgrove's losses was a loss to Blue Mountain, the opponent in all probability next week.
And Blue Mountain was getting beat by Selinsgrove early, but Selinsgrove just couldn't shut them down, and Blue Mountain came back. Probably Blue Mountain, one of the premier teams that you'll see.
This should be a great game. We're very happy you're here to see it with us. We'll be back to bring you game action right after these messages.
Tonight's CCN Sports Spotlight on high school football is being brought to you by Bill Marks Auto Sales, Curves for Women, Mertz Meats, Better's Jewelers, Petro All-American, Blue Heron Sports, the Watson Inn, and Hawkins Chevrolet.
Turbeville National Bank, your full-featured source for financial services. We provide complete loan services when you need additional finances. A wide variety of savings plans to meet all your financial goals. The benefits of the Winter 50 checking account. The power of PC and telebanking. Now you can manage your money from home with your personal computer or telephone. Plus the convenience of a drive-up ATM and night deposit box. Visit our website at ttnb.com. Your hometown bank for over 88 years. Turbeville National Bank, member FDIC.
Spangler Motors, the value leader, is at it again, offering you even lower prices. It's that time of the year again. It happens just like clockwork when the year comes to an end. Spangler Motors in Milton makes room for the all-new models arriving daily. Take advantage now. Save big on all remaining leftovers. Hurry. With our low prices, we want you to take advantage of our year-end sale before it's too late. Hurry in today. Our year-end sale is now in progress. Spangler Motors, Susquehanna Valley's Ford and Mercury headquarters.
Once again, Milton Transportation strives in their continuing education by using the Pennsylvania Motor Truck Association Safety Laboratory, visiting area high schools, demonstrating the No Zone, and hosting the Pennsylvania North Central Safe Driving Competition. Just as education is a stepping stone in our lives, so is taking those first steps towards safety. To bring the Pennsylvania Transportation Safety Laboratory to your school or organization, please call 742-8774. Milton Transportation, sharing our knowledge with our youth, tomorrow's leaders.
We do it all. Village Fireplace will completely install in your home a heat and glow fireplace from start to finish using wood, stone, or marble from our own shops. We offer design service or bring in your own design and we will build it for you. Visit our showroom and let us show you the beauty and warmth a fireplace can bring to your home. Log sets also available in different styles to choose from. We also offer year-round barbecue parts and supply. Village Fireplace, your authorized heat and glow dealer.
We're back here at the F.Q. Hartman Memorial Stadium in Danville. This is a game that means a whole lot to both of these teams because the winning team goes on to another game. The losing team is finished for the year. You saw captains for the Danville Ironmen in orange and purple. Number 20, Carmen DeFrancesco. Number 50, Dean Reedy. 52, Mike Finn. And number 99, Cheyenne Dewald. And for the Selinsgrove Seals, number 12, Tyson Clark, and number 88, Mike Danielson. Your referees for tonight's game: Kevin McNamara is the referee. Bob Lorson is the umpire. The linesman is Jeff Bauer. The line judge is Craig West. The side judge is Bob Lynn. The field judge is Phil Gingery, and the back judge is Joe Keller. How many officials are there? 7 officials at this game because so much is on the line. Bob, when these two teams played at the beginning of the season, it seemed like last year now, 10 weeks ago, it was quite a game.
It was a very good game. It was very equally played. Both teams starting out, kind of feeling each other out. And I heard a lot of people say at the beginning of the year, if there's any team that can beat Danville, would be the Selinsgrove squad. And they had the game won until a Dwayne Park pass was dropped for a touchdown.
Jesse Ritter, number 20, will kick off for Selinsgrove. Now remember, the clock doesn't start until now when the ball is touched by an offensive player, and that would be
Fumble.
And if there's a fumble on that kickoff. And the Selinsgrove Seals have recovered the fumble. Oh, my goodness.
Sanders had the ball pulled right out of his hands, and Selinsgrove able to get that one. Now, Danville has put the ball on the ground quite a few times, and that was one of the things that we had talked about before. They had put the ball on the ground 23 times, and they've lost 11 of them.
In that many games, to have that many fumbles in that many games is not a good sign. Number 23 on the recovery for Selinsgrove is Eric Longacre. We'll give you the Selinsgrove starting lineup in just a second. The game is stopped as a manager has gone out on the field to retrieve the kickoff tee for Selinsgrove. Selinsgrove with an I formation, wide receivers to the right side, a tight end on the left side. Number 33 on that carry is Jared Mitterling. Jared Mitterling, the tailback for the Selinsgrove Seals.
And your starting lineup, your right tackle, Matt Browse. Your right guard, Will Moyer. Center, Ken Frymoyer. Left guard, Ethan Hawker. Left tackle, Jack Snyder. And your tight end, Josh Bettle.
The Selinsgrove team has had its ups and downs. It has lost 3 games. They have lost 3 games. However, one of those games was due to players being held out for a disciplinary thing on the part of their coach. Number 44 on the carry, Josh Lauver. Now, let me tell you something about Justin Lauver. Justin Lauver. Let me tell you something about Justin Lauver. He is a big kid at 6'2". He's also 185 pounds. He is a sophomore, so Selinsgrove looks forward in the future to using that young man next year.
Your split end is Dwayne Park. Your slot back, Eddie Hostetler. Your quarterback is Jack Leidick. Your fullback, Justin Lauver. Tailback is Jared Mitterling.
Mitterling back in at tailback, number 33. And he is moving out to a slot position.
It's the option.
Option play, and Lauver is the ball carrier. He's brought down there by number 24, Brett Merrill.
I think you're going to give him about 2 on that, but that's going to be short of the first down by about a yard, and I think you're in the 4-down territory here.
If I'm Bill Scott, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going for it right here to just show the opposition what I'm made of. It is 4th down, less than a yard for Selinsgrove. Selinsgrove on the first offensive possession after the fumble on the kickoff. That was the opening kickoff. Fumbled by Danville, recovered by number 32, 32, Eric Hackenberg. Now, Selinsgrove splitting out. There's the option play again, and Lauver for the first down and more. A saving tackle, a touchdown saving tackle there by number 7 for Danville. That's Kyle Winterstein.
So it looks like they're going to the option early here. They run it 2 times. Pretty good success. That's Lauver, 3 carries for 17 yards so far, and the first down that they were able to earn.
Lauver plays the fullback position, but he is really a horse. He is not a typical blocking back. He is a running back. And number 33 on that carry is Jared Mitterling.
Carry on the play by number 33, Jared Mitterling.
I think you got to stop here. Stop him here if you're Danville, and they'll give him about 3 yards on that play.
Matt Gerst, number 73 on the tackle. 9 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
2nd down and 8.
And it's been all Selinsgrove so far because they've had all the offensive plays so far.
Danville doesn't give up much points in the first quarter. They gave up the most points last week against Southern.
Selinsgrove hands off to number 44, Lauver, and he's got a big pickup once more.
Carry by number 44, Justin
Tackle
Lauver.
by number 8, Justin Ross.
By number 8, Justin Ross.
It's first down
Balls at the
for
Ironmen
Selinsgrove.
line. 3rd down and 1.
Oh, excuse me, 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1 from the Danville 8-yard line, and Selinsgrove is knocking on the door here early in this football game. Selinsgrove now changes the formation. They have a wide receiver to both sides and I formation in the backfield. Leidick, number 10, the quarterback, back split now, and Lauber has the football. He's got the first down to the 5.
Number 44, Justin Lauber on the carry, the 5.
Just a simple handoff out the middle. They split out both wideouts, one to each side, to show a little pass there, and then they just give it a handoff right up the middle for the first down.
First and goal now from the 5-yard line. Selinsgrove, of course, hoping to forge an early lead, put some of the pressure on the Danville Ironmen, who are no strangers to pressure. If you watched the game last week with Southern Columbia, you know the kind of pressure that Danville was under. Option play again, Lauber with the ball, and he is
in for the touchdown.
In for the touchdown.
Carry by number 44, Justin Lauber.
Justin Lauber, number 44, on the 5-yard run for the Selinsgrove touchdown, and they go out to a 6-0 lead.
Well, they were able to get something done that they weren't able to get done the last time, and that's score early.
Mike Finn, number 52, coming off the field. He's got a problem with a shoulder pad lacer, the way it looks. And Selinsgrove now to try to tack on the extra point. Jesse Ritter, number 20, on the kick. And the kick is wide left. Score remains Selinsgrove 6. Danville yet to put the ball in play offensively. 7 minutes, 38 seconds remaining, first quarter. We'll be back with further action right after this.
For the first time on television, one of the best-loved movies ever made, completely restored and remastered.
You're not a dog, too. How are you feeling we're not in Kansas anymore?
I am the Tie of the Bear. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
And you were there.
The Wizard of Oz comes home to the Superstation, Sunday, November 21st at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, exclusively on TBS. A story passed down from generation to generation.
This is all humbug.
This December, the magic of Hallmark Entertainment and the passion of Patrick Stewart come together for the most spectacular telling ever of Charles Dickens' timeless classic, A Christmas Carol. Reawaken the spirit of Christmas, December 5th at 8 Eastern.
God bless us, everyone.
Only on TNT, the best movie studio on television.
You're watching number 20, Jesse Ritter, tee up the football for the second time this evening. He had a nice kickoff for his first kickoff that was taken and brought back by Kyle Sanders, number 28, but Sanders was hit and he fumbled the ball. Selinsgrove able to capitalize, and they have scored the first touchdown of the game.
Kicking away from Carm.
Oh my! And a beautiful return there by number 24, Brett Merrill. Danville is in business.
Well, they kick away from Carm DiFrancesco. Merrill was the guy that was far to his left, and he was able to get it. Sanders had that same hole up the middle, but it closed up on there as you see Merrill coming over. But good kick return by Danville. The other one was pretty good too. But
First and 10 Danville from the Selinsgrove 40-yard line. Both teams enjoying outstanding field position early in the game. We have a power eye backfield for Danville, both ends tight.
You got two linemen in the backfield.
And Carmen DiFrancesco, number 20, on the carry. He is tackled by number 18, Eddie Hostetler.
This is how they usually line up, Carl. Right tackle will be Mike Finn. Your right guard, Matt Halliday. Your center, Devin Hackenberg. Left guard, Dean Reedy, who's just in the backfield. Left tackle, Matt Gerst. Your tight end is Kyle Winterstein.
It was Reedy and Dewald in the backfield, and
they're there again.
They're there again. They are going to do some power football here against these Selinsgrove Seals. DiFrancesco again on the carry, following those two enormous blockers. And once again, number 18, Eddie Hostetler, is up to the challenge for the tackle.
Stop for the play by number 18.
Your split end is Mike Haddad. Your fullback, Cheyenne DeWalt. Quarterback, Justin Ross. Tailback, Court DeFrancesco. And your flanker is Brett Merrill.
It is third down now for Danville. Let's call it third down and 3. A more conventional setup this time with wide receivers, 2 of them to the right side, tight end on the left side, I formation backfield.
And they're going to call
that was illegal motion, I do believe.
Yeah, I think they're going to call DeWalt for going ahead early.
Number 99, Cheyenne Moose DeWalt.
Procedure penalty against the Ironmen.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Kevin McNamara about to tell us about it.
Ball start on the
The down remains the same, third. However, now it's third down and 7. Third down and 7 for the Danville first down. Split backs in the backfield, wide receivers to both sides. Ross back to pass, oh my, what a hit. Number 24 on the reception is Brett Merrill.
Number 24, Brett Merrill.
He is nailed immediately on a
play by number 12,
very short tackle. Number 12, Tyson Clark on the tackle for Selinsgrove. He is one of the co-captains for the Selinsgrove Seals.
I tell you, that was about a 12-yard pickup there as Ross hung right on in there, Carl. And he was able to deliver that to Merrill like a bullet. Gets the first down for the Ironmen.
Wide receivers to both sides, I formation backfield. Carmen DeFrancesco on the carry, sort of a counter-type play.
Oh, what a block there.
Number 24 with a terrific block. That would be Brett Merrill. And DeFrancesco able to take advantage of
Number 32, Eric Hackenberg.
The tackler is number 32, Eric Hackenberg.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
It is 2nd and 10. And Selinsgrove able to string that play out to the left side of the offensive formation for no gain.
We know these boys at Danville can throw some blocks.
Yes, they can. We saw it last week in Southern Columbia, and they're continuing it here tonight. But there's a lot on the line here. This is a pressure game.
Watch DeWalt in motion.
DeWalt in motion, and Selinsgrove jumped a bit. However, DeFrancesco is taking the pass.
Taking the punishment, too, there.
Stopped by number 12, Tyson Clark.
Clark able to make that tackle, but what they do is they run DeWalt in motion, and then he comes back.
17-yard line.
2 yards, gives Ross a little bit of protection, and he just hits DeFrancesco coming out of the backfield.
We're down to the 4:40 mark, first quarter. Selinsgrove 6, Danville nothing, but they are on an impressive drive right now. Motion toward the right side. The ball carrier is
Finn, or is that
Reedy, Dean Reedy, number 50 on the carry.
He don't carry
number
much.
50, Dean Reedy on the carry.
He doesn't carry much at all.
Play by number 12,
Are they going to, are they short?
Just short. 15-yard line, 4th
Short
and 1.
by, let's say, a yard. It's 4th down and 1, and as we said before, you don't have any concessions in this game. You go for it any chance you get. Carmen DeFrancesco willing to go for it at this point. He's down on the Selinsgrove 15-yard line. This is the first big offensive play for the Danville Ironmen. I formation backfield. And the ball carrier by the quarterback
is Ross. He's loose.
Justin Ross on the carry. Good gain. First down, Danville.
Ross 5 on that one in the first down, but I don't know what they were looking for, but there was nobody on Ross at all, Carl. He was able to just squirt right on through and almost scored on that.
I'm sure that's what the scouts saw. They saw that that Selinsgrove was not plugging up the middle. Tyson Clark on another tackle. Watch him. He is having a terrific defensive ball game to this point. I formation backfield. There's a fumble on the play. However, is picked up by Ross. DeFrancesco on the outside, and he is in for the touchdown.
Boy, I tell you, Carm had to come back and get that handoff as he was able to go 9 yards for the touchdown. But there you take a look and see why he's one of the best athletes you'll see. A little bump on the handoff. Carm actually has to slam on the brakes and get the handoff from Ross, but then he's able to shoot right for that corner for the touchdown.
Once he cuts that corner, it's going to take a really speedy person to catch him. Carmen DeFrancesco on the touchdown run. Number 4 for the point after is Chris Pride. The kick is up, and it is good. 3 minutes, 18 seconds remaining, and the Ironmen have made the Seals pay on missing the extra point. Danville has scored theirs and lead it now by the single point, 7-6.
We are going to the Bahamas.
A vacation. We have arrived in paradise. Away from everything.
What you do around here for fun?
Except the past.
It's happening again. What did you actually see? There was a body in there. Cool. If you want me bad, come and get me. I'm right here. Let it go.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. I still know what you did last summer.
If you knew what I know, if you'd seen what I've seen, then you'd understand why I do what I do.
People who run red lights are the cause of more crashes every day. And in this area, we're going to stop them for good.
You're good.
A safety message from the Federal Highway Administration, the American Trauma Society, and Chrysler.
You're looking at Carmen DeFrancesco there in the middle of your picture. He, of course, is concerned. He saw his team come from, well, they were like a phoenix. Out of the ashes came the bird, because they were really in trouble last week against Southern Columbia. All of a sudden, they were able to pull it out, largely because of the full recovery and some subsequent return for the touchdown by number 52, Mike Finn.
I think
he knows his team is vulnerable to some things.
I think it's important that Danville has good kick coverage here, and they do not need to allow them to get a good kickoff return. But it skips up over Bitterling's hands, but he's able to grab it.
Mike Blesnick, they call him Ironfoot here at Danville, number 15. I think the last couple of weeks he's been trying a little bit too hard, and he's not able to get that kick up in the air the way we saw him earlier in the season. And Selinsgrove again enjoys outstanding field position after the kickoff return by number 33, Jared Bitterling. First and 10, Selinsgrove from their own 38-yard line.
It was kind of like a bullet with no rifling on it. It just kind of waffled up there.
Like a fast knuckleball. Selinsgrove, wide receivers both sides. Leidick back to pass. And
where's that one going?
He was expecting a give and go, and it never happened, never materialized.
It was a
41.
give.
It was a give, but not a go.
No go there.
Jordan Neff, number 41, never broke loose. He was waiting for something shorter, and Leidick let it go. There was nobody there. Second and 10.
3:09 to go. We know Leidick can throw the ball, but, you know, you need the defense. The Danville defense needs to make that chuck right at the line of scrimmage. Leidick has thrown for over 1,000 yards so far this season.
Mitterling on the carry.
Oh, look, Dewald with a big
hit. Dewald with a tremendous hit.
Number 44.
And Mitterling was stood straight up, driven backward. However, he has picked up a few. It is third down now and 6. You're looking into the Selinsgrove huddle. The Selinsgrove
41-yard line.
White uniforms, very apparent there. Their helmets a little bit different from what you usually see. The Danville Ironmen in the basically orange uniform, purple and orange are the colors for the Danville Ironmen. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
You got more beef in the linebackers than you do on the front defensive line. Poor Danville.
I think you're right. Leidick, back to pass. Quick pass away. And number 33, Mitterling, not able to handle it. It is fourth down now for Selinsgrove, and we're about to see the first punt of the evening.
I don't know what Mitterling was looking at, but I think it went right in between his hands, or it was real close to his hands with 2:20 to go. So they throw twice on this and unable to convert on either one, and now they're going to put Merrill and DeFrancesco back. They've been trying to kick away from Carm.
Carmen DeFrancesco, number 20. Brett Merrill, number 24, awaiting the punt by Jack Leidick. Leidick gets a foot into it, and it is a nice punt. DeFrancesco handles it, and he is tackled immediately.
That's all he could do with it on the 15-yard line. It went way over his head. Now, that was a bullet with a rifling on it, and Carm just let that one go. That was way over his head. Decided to pick it up instead of letting it bounce.
Well, that's a strangely shaped ball, and you don't know how it's going to bounce. You might as well take your chances, which Carmen did, and he has no gain. However, he didn't allow the ball to go further into Danville territory. It's 1st and 10 for the Ironmen from the 15. High formation backfield, wide receiver to the right side of the formation. Justin Ross apparently calling an audible as he stands up from behind the center, and Carmen DeFrancesco with the carry.
Not much air.
Number 20, Carmen DeFrancesco on the carry.
I think they may move the sticks a couple of inches.
That would be about it. It's not even full yard. It's 2nd down. Let's call it 2nd down and 9. The ball just over the 15-yard line. 1 minute, 47 seconds remaining, first quarter. The Ironmen 7, the Selinsgrove Seals 6.
DeWald comes out. Now they got receivers everywhere. DeFrancesco, the single setback.
Justin Ross, back to pass. Passes away, and it is complete to Mike. Not incomplete. Intended for Mike Haddad, however, he never had control of it. Pass is incomplete. It is 3rd down and 9.
Justin Ross has also thrown for over 1,000 yards this year. He's only given up 4 INTs, but Leidick has given up 14 interceptions this year. That's a ton.
Well, you remember that Selinsgrove played at least one game without 7 of their top guns, and they also had a couple of games when Justin Lauber was injured, so the passing had to take over for a lot of things. Ross in trouble, and he goes down. There's a sack on the play by number 74 for Selinsgrove, Will Moyer. There you see the big guy in your picture, number 74.
Back on the play by number 74, Will Moyer.
Not much blocking there as they were able to try to. Danville was trying to roll roll Ross out.
4th down.
The play action pass, and it just didn't go anywhere. Danville will now punt the ball away.
Almost over his head.
High snap, however, a good punt. And it's taken by number 22, Dwayne Park. Park down the right sideline, and Park is in for the touchdown. Holy cow, I'll tell you, there was a sensational block. I don't know if you caught it or not. Sensational block by number 82, Nick Guzensky, to spring that loose. And as soon as the ball carrier was around that block, he was in for the touchdown.
44-yard return for the touchdown.
That was number 22, Dwayne Park, on the return. There you see him in your picture. And there is going to be a timeout, Selinsgrove. I'm sure that Selinsgrove is collecting their wits after the excitement of returning that punt for the touchdown.
Do you go for 2?
Yeah, I think you should. You might as well try to make it 14-7 and force Danville to go for the extra point instead of allowing yourself only 1 point, and then Danville can tie it with a touchdown, go ahead with the extra point. I think you have to go for 2.
Boy, but if you don't come up with a 2 spot here.
Yeah. You're still ahead 12-7. Bill Scott, having talked to his players and decided what he wants to do, goes back to the sideline. And Carmen DeFrancesco now coming out of the Danville huddle. Everyone has decided what they want to do. With 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Selinsgrove has struck again like lightning. Hey, we're thinking on the same page, I guess. Selinsgrove all tight. Now they split the backs, and there's a back in motion to the left side of the formation. Lauber on the carry, and he runs into his own blocker.
He surely did.
Oh, my. Something went wrong there, that's for sure.
You call the timeout, you get it planned, but you have Finn in there, you have else was in there? Merrill was in there.
Well, there's Mike Finn coming off the field. There's certainly something about that play that was caused by what Danville did. But you have to think that when you're going for 2 points, you have something figured out that's going to work a little bit better than that. Your own blocker can't run down your ball carrier.
That's for sure.
Life really can be a beach. Pacific Blue. Sunday at 8, only on USA Network.
Be a part of the struggle to save lives. Trauma, life in the ER.
Shock trauma now.
TLC's revealing look into actual emergency rooms, where doctors, nurses, and patients fight for every heartbeat. Trauma, life in the ER. Tuesdays at 8, only on TLC. Adventures for your mind.
Carmen DeFrancesco in the middle of the trio, back waiting for the kickoff. The other two are number 24, Brett Merrill, number 28, Kyle Sanders.
Let's see where they try to kick this one, because they've been trying to kick away. Just as Columbia tried to kick away from Carm DeFrancesco last week, and most of those kicks were knuckleballs on the ground.
My bet is they'll go to number 28, Kyle Sanders. He's the one that fumbled the first one. Why not try him again? Number 20 to kick off is Jesse Ritter.
We got 36 seconds left in the first.
Ritter's kick
is a short one.
And is taken by one of the up-backs. That would be number 1, Scott Mertz. Mertz breaks around the corner.
And a good kick return by Danville.
Each team has had outstanding kick returns.
Number 61, Hernan Feliciano.
Now, really, there's 7 referees down there, but it seemed to me that there was an illegal block.
Falls at the Ironmen 46-yard line, first down.
Mason Clark, who has been doing a lot of damage for the defense for Selinsgrove, was put face down into the dirt by a block in the back, I do believe.
That's good.
Referees did not see it.
There's no grass here.
No, it's all mud. Danville with an I formation. DeFrancesco the tailback, and he follows his block into perfection.
Oh, my, was there a hole there?
Stop on the 512, Tyson Clark.
Now, wait a minute. DeFrancesco on the carry. He's picked up 7. It is second down and 3. The ball on the 47-yard line, the Selinsgrove 47. And we're going to run out of time before any more plays are done in this quarter. It is 12 for Selinsgrove, 7 for Danville, but Danville has the ball. Don't go away very far. We'll be back right after this.
Our biggest and toughest ATVs are bigger and tougher than ever this year. A new and improved torque converter design smooths out power delivery over a wider operating range, proving best what Kawasaki is known for, rugged dependability. More horses have been added for quicker acceleration, as has a carburetor heater for smooth operation when the weather gets cold and nasty. Kawasaki's Prairie ATVs, conceived, built, and now fine-tuned for enthusiasts just like you. Come visit us at Kurtz Kawasaki, 3 miles east of Allenwood.
Pam's Bakery has the best homemade cookies around. A full-line eat-in bakery offering pies, pastries, cookies, donuts, bread rolls, and bagels. Visit each day for specials from sticky buns to shoe-fly pie. Sit and enjoy a cup of Maxwell House coffee and try one of our specialty syrups. Pam specializes in beautifully decorated wedding cakes with fountains and stairways to brighten that special day. Pam's Bakery and Coffee Shop now at 2 locations, 54 Broadway Milton and Route 15 Allenwood.
Size. Size. The Holsizer team is hopping to take care of the area's automotive needs. From our great sales team to our quality parts and service department and body shop. Don't forget Holsizer for the complete line of Chevy cars and trucks, because your dollar goes farther. So hop on in to Holsizer Chevrolet, located on Route 54 in Montgomery.
The law firm of Robert E. Benyon, located at 205 Broadway in Milton, handles the general practice of law, including divorce and domestic matters, wills and estates, real estate and mortgages, business formation and bankruptcy, and Social Security disability. For your consultation, call 742-9677.
From start to finish, Tees Plus can design your graphics for t-shirts, jackets, sweatshirts, and hats, delivered to you a custom look you'll be proud to wear. Choose from our colorful holiday and everyday t-shirts with over 3,000 graphics to choose from. You'll enjoy our special Christian tees, great for your church, Sunday school, or youth group. Your high school colors and accessories are a great gift idea with 4 color layouts and embroidery available for all jackets and hats. Stop by and pick out a shirt and graphic and watch your shirt being made at Tees Plus, 252 Mill Street, Danville.
You're looking at Bill Scott, the head coach of the Selinsgrove Seals. Bill Scott has been at Selinsgrove for, I'm going to guess, 28 years. Could be a year or two either way. And DeFrancesco again on the carry for the Danville Ironmen.
Number 20, Columbia
He picks up what I believe will be a first down. It's going to be close. Kevin McNamara looking at it, and he decides, yes, first down. First and 10 Danville with 11:51 remaining in the second quarter.
Let's see what kind of package that they have in there now. They send Merrill out and Sanders in.
I suspect it'll be somewhat the same kind of formation, probably a wide receiver both sides.
Maybe they'll go with that super eye.
Yeah, that's what it is, a super eye, that's right. 2 fullbacks and a tailback, or is it 1 fullback, 1 tailback, and a pass receiver? That's what it is.
Sanders still on his feet.
And he fumbles, but he's able to cover his own fumble. Number 28, Kyle Sanders on the carry. Once again, Tyson Clark, number 12, in on the tackle for Selinsgrove. He's played a tremendous game, but it's the old saying about if your defensive backs are making the tackles, there's something wrong.
That's right, and if Sanders needs to come over and get some stickum on his hands as Coach Carm looks at him saying, are you going to hold on to the ball this time or what?
First and 10 Danville inside the Selinsgrove 35-yard line. 1 wide receiver to the right, and DeFrancesco hands the ball off inside. Number 12 on that carry, Brett Merrill. And he is tackled by number 32, Eric Hackenberg.
It doesn't seem like Danville's really having too hard of a time moving the ball. Again, on that one series where Ross was sacked, they didn't move the ball, and that cost them a touchdown. But still, Merrill's first carry, no problem moving the ball. Good blocking up front. There are some serious holes up there by that offensive line.
Well, you see the big split there. There are 2 linebackers in the middle, but there's a big split right in the center of the defensive line. And the pass is away, and it's incomplete. Yes. Mike Haddad had a good shot. He was wide open, however.
He was turned the wrong way.
Right.
He was looking for it over his inside shoulder. Ross had to get rid of it, and it was over Haddad's outside shoulder.
Justin Ross not able to hook up there with Mike Haddad. That was a touchdown for sure. 10 minutes, 20 seconds as the clock stops on the incompletion. We're in the second quarter. Selinsgrove 12, Danville 7.
Here you go with that power eye, and you have your linemen in there.
Big lineman blockers.
Reedy and DeWald.
Carmen DeFrancesco on the carry. Nearly put away by number 89, Adam Olsch, but Olsch not able to make the tackle, and DeFrancesco picks up a few. In fact, he picks up the first down. Hackenberg again on the tackle, but not before the Danville first down. First and 10 for the Ironmen from the Selinsgrove 23-yard line. This game, you remember, is the first round game of the District 4 Championships, and Haddad is in at tailback now for Danville. DeFrancesco out for the pass, and the pass incomplete.
I don't know about that one.
Nearly intercepted.
That was some pretty good coverage. He threw it into like quadruple coverage, trying to hit DeFrancesco across the middle. I don't know. It looked like a little confusion right at the beginning. I don't know if Haddad had known exactly where he was going.
He didn't line up at the tailback, and Ross had to tell him to move back to the tailback position. It fouled things up a bit, but no harm done. It's second down 10. Wide receivers to the right side, the tight end to the left. I formation in the backfield. Ross, back to pass. Passes away to Haddad, and it is intercepted. The interception by number 11, Charlie Pagana. And Selinsgrove dodges a bullet. First and 10, the Seals inside their own 5-yard line at the 4.
Or into double coverage.
Yep.
Maybe an ill-advised pass there, Carl.
However, Haddad had it in his hands. And there are some people believe if you can get your hands on it, you should be able to catch it.
That's right.
Let's not blame Ross too much on that one. He got the ball to Haddad's hands. Haddad's hands weren't able to close on it.
Now what you have to do if you're Danville is push them back.
Oh, yeah. Force another turnover for yourself, and there's a penalty flag on the play. If it's against Selinsgrove, they're going to be half the distance.
What did we see last week? Half the distance and then half that distance.
Illegal procedure against Selinsgrove. That is definitely a half the distance, and they're back inside their 3.
Ball start on the offense. First down.
They don't have much room there, Carl. They've only got a couple of yards to work with.
What Selinsgrove needs desperately is some running room or some passing room here, and they better get it on this play. There is a good churning run by number 44, Justin Lover.
Justin Lover on the carry. Stopped by number 99, Cheyenne Dewalt, 73, Matt Gerst.
Cheyenne Dewalt on that tackle, number 99. Knocked out by Matt Gerst.
The Moose.
The Moose. Now there's some room there for Selinsgrove, but they have to be careful they don't make a mistake. It is second down, and let's call it 8.
Not much
Lover
there.
again on the carry.
Number 44, Justin Lover on the carry.
Hey, Bob, the most impressive thing about him is how young he is, how big and strong he is.
Going to give him 2 on that. Yeah, how about it?
There he is, number 44. Only a sophomore. In fact, this entire Selinsgrove team is very young. I think I counted 2 seniors on their starting offense.
Wow. I think Lover was out with a concussion.
Yeah. He got it in the, I think, in the Blue Mountain game.
The Blue Mountain game, was out for a game on that one.
Interestingly enough, Blue Mountain is regarded by many people as one of the premier teams in the whole eastern part of the state. Selinsgrove played them, and the score was 39-28. Oh my.
2 people missed Mitterling.
Oh my. Mitterling, number 33 on the carry.
On the play by number 33, Jared Mitterling. Stopped by number 1.
Scott Hertz, number 1 on the tackle. First and 10, Selinsgrove, and they are out of the hole.
Selinsgrove, 3-yard line, first down.
14-yard pickup.
I mean, Bob, when you go against probably one of the best teams around, and they beat you only by 39-28, you must have had a pretty good effort.
Absolutely, but they just couldn't finish it. I mean, they were up, but Selinsgrove just could not finish it.
Wide receivers to both sides. I formation in the backfield. Now split backs in the backfield. And Lover on the carry. Following his blocking, and somehow he is eking out 3, 4, 5 yards of carry. Number 52 on that carry is Mike Finn.
Number 44,
just a simple handoff up the middle will give them 6 yards.
Second down 4. And Selinsgrove on a pretty impressive drive to this point. You remember they started inside their own 3-yard line. Here they are in their own 30. So it's been a very good drive by Selinsgrove, and their backs were to the wall.
All on the ground, too.
Mitterling on the carry. Has to hurdle one of his own linemen. Able to pick up a couple. He's tackled by number 50, Dean Reedy.
Number 33, Jared Mitterling with a carry. Stopped by number 50, Dean Reedy.
2 pass attempts by Leidig. No completion, but it's all pretty much Lover. 9 carries, 43 yards. Mitterling, 5 carries, 23 yards. A 44-yard punt return for a touchdown.
It's third down and 3. Let's call it 3. It's a long 3 for Selinsgrove. Big play now on this drive. Motion to the left side of the formation. Lover not in there. This is the passing down. The pass is away. Oh, it is to Lover. He's got the first down.
That's complete to number 44, Justin
Tackle
Lover.
by number 20, Carmen DeFrancesco.
Tackle by number 20, Carmen DeFrancesco.
I read an article that in the paper today, Coach Carmen was talking about son Carmen, and he said, what he's most proud of is that Carmen hardly ever comes off that football field. He just thinks the stamina the young man has is tremendous, and it surely is. It's impressive to go out there and be smacking heads with other people for that long and not get any breaks. It's amazing. I formation backfield for Selinsgrove, clad in white, and there's Mitterling. He is upended by number 73 for the Danville Ironmen, Matt Gerst.
Matt Gerst is the one who caused that fumble in that overtime period. And Carm DeFrancesco ran in for the touchdown 2 plays later. And that's what gave Danville the first win in this undefeated season. Last week they looked kind of shaky.
Well, they were, I'll be the first to admit I made a mistake on them. I gave up on them before they gave up on themselves. They looked like a team that was out of it. And all of a sudden they were able to score enough to win the game. That pass complete. And Park on the horse. Park on a nice run after the catch. He's tackled by number 8, Justin Ross. Number 22, Dwayne Park. You remember he ran the punt back for the touchdown just a short time ago. He is big here again. 1st and 10, Selinsgrove.
And Park is the one who dropped the ball that probably would have gave Selinsgrove the win in the first game. This time he hangs on across the middle.
2 wide receivers here to the right. Split backs in the backfield. It's an option play, and Lauber on an outstanding gain. Tackled by, I believe that's number 20.
Number 44, Justin Lauber on the carry, stopped by 50, Dean Reedy.
No, number 50, Dean Reedy. I couldn't tell if it was 20 or 50. It's 50, Dean Reedy. 1st and 10, Selinsgrove.
Ball is at the Ironman 25.
This drive started actually at the 3.
Now down to the Danville, actually inside the 25-yard line. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Selinsgrove 12 and threatening. Danville 7.
Don't forget this play, or this drive was set up by an interception.
Mitterling in motion to the right side. Lauber on the play up the middle. And number 99 on the tackle.
On the carry.
Dewald able to just get a hand on an ankle.
Gain of 3 yards and second down 7.
Line, 2nd and 7.
Time just flying right along here in this second quarter.
Well, the Selinsgrove Seals have been tying up a lot of time with this long extended drive. You remember, as Bob told you, there have been very few passes during the drive, so the clock has continued to run. Mitterling in motion. The pass is away. Oh, my, what a tackle by number 20, Carmen DeFrancesco.
I don't know if Lauber's seen what hit him.
Number 44, Justin Lauber on the reception, but he paid for it. A solid jarring hit by Carmen DeFrancesco. 3rd down and 1. The ball now on the Danville 15-yard line with 3 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the first half. Selinsgrove leads it by 5, 12-7. Split backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left side. The tight end is on the right. And we have a timeout. Leidick calls a timeout. He saw something there he didn't like, probably with Danville's defense. This play by the Selinsgrove Seals has been very impressive so far, Bob.
It absolutely has been very impressive. And they've been able to do it on the ground for the first touchdown. They did it by a punt return. And now, through this drive, they've been able to, once they got it out of the hole, open it up. The run sets up the pass. And now 3 complete passes for Leidick for 41 yards. And he's been able to move them down and eat this clock up with 3:43 to go here in the second. Danville needs to come up with a big stop.
The defense set it up with the interception at about the 5-yard line.
Yep, and then the penalty took
them back to the 2.5 or so, 3-yard line. They've been on the drive since, all the way down to the Danville Ironmen 15-yard line. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Selinsgrove Seals.
2 turnovers already for Danville, making them pay.
I formation backfield, wide receivers to the left side. Now the backs go into a split situation. And it is an option play to Mitterling. Mitterling snowed under by a sea of orange.
Reedy in there, Merrill in there,
Mike Finn in there.
Finn in there. Good hit by Merrill. He was the first one that got to him. And they're going to lose about 2 on that.
Loss of a couple. It's 4th and 3.
Boy, how about that pitch on that option was way, way late.
4th down and 3. Big play for the Selinsgrove Seals. Leidick back to pass, and he takes it himself. He has the first down and more. 1st and goal. Now make that 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Selinsgrove Seals. Jack Leidick, number 10, you see him running over there to talk to his coach, Bill Scott, talking about the next play from scrimmage.
Falls at the Danville 11-yard line.
Well, that's where Danville needed to come up with a big play, and they were unable to do it. They had good coverage, but then Leidick decided that he was going to turn it upfield and get the first down on his own.
1st and 10, Selinsgrove from the Danville 11-yard line. Selinsgrove with wide receivers both sides. And Mitterling with the carry.
Reedy.
He picked up a few and then was brought down by number 50, Dean Reedy. Also, Brett Merrill, number 24, on that tackle.
Inside the Danville 10-yard line.
Boy, I tell you,
2nd down and 8.
Danville defense really needs to do something here in the red zone because Selinsgrove has just got the drive on, and virtually everything that they're trying is working.
Wide receivers both sides. I formation backfield. Leidick behind center, number 10. Motion now toward the left side of the offensive formation.
D-Roll looks like he wants to blitz.
Mitterling with a wide open hole to run through, and he is down close to the 5-yard line.
Mitterling on the carry.
Mitterling, Lawver, Mitterling, and then Leidick. The Selinsgrove team is running wild right here at FQ Hartman Stadium.
3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down and 4. Remember that Selinsgrove can get a first down.
They can get the first down inside the 1.
The ball is on the 5. 3rd down and 4, and there is a timeout called by the officials. I'm not sure what the story is here.
They may be trying to get the fans back.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Kevin McNamara, the referee, asks the people standing directly on the back line of the end zone. He's asking them to please move back to give Selinsgrove an opportunity in case somebody should go out of bounds.
Will the fans behind the east end zone please move back?
Selinsgrove breaks out of the huddle.
Fans behind the east end zone, please move back.
Wide receivers to the right side. They also have an I formation in the backfield, and Kevin McNamara
still working it.
Once people moved.
They got chairs back there and everything. I tell you, they got like 8 deep on the end line there.
It is a good-sized crowd here tonight, Bob, but I don't think it's quite as big as last week.
No, there was way more people here, I think, last week for that Southern game.
And, of course, the biggest crowd we saw was 2 years ago, the Southern Danville game. That was tremendous. You couldn't even see the dike at that point. There were so many people on it. We're ready to go again. 3rd down and 4. Selinsgrove on the 5-yard line, trying to score another touchdown. Lawver moves slightly to the right. Leidick back to pass. The pass is away, and it is incomplete.
Pass incomplete. 4th down.
It's 4th down for the Selinsgrove Seals.
I'm thinking Leidick may have done a little bit better job if he would have pulled it down and ran on that.
Well, he was thinking about it. You can see that going through his head. He thought he saw a chance for a reception with his receiver. Tried it. The pass fell short. 4th down.
I like that option right here. Danville needs to come up big here with a defensive play.
Leidick behind center.
It's a pass.
And the pass to Lawver.
He fumbled it out of bounds.
Pass complete.
Now they're going to call it incomplete pass.
No, pass incomplete, and Danville takes over on downs. It's 1st and 10. The Ironmen from their own 5.
Pass complete.
Dodging a bullet.
Ironmen 3-yard line.
Now we have referees talking things over. Yep, 1st and 10. Referees talked things over for a second, decided no, nothing there. 1st and 10 Danville.
I guess it looks like they gave him a catch and an out of bounds. Is that what that was?
Well, let's see. Where are they? Must have been catch and out of bounds because the
ball's on the
yard markers down to the 4-yard line. Exactly. 1:05 left. Now Danville needs to protect the ball. A fumble here would be disastrous. I formation backfield. DeFrancesco on the carry. And he goes for a couple.
DeFrancesco on the carry across the 5.
That initial hole at the line of scrimmage is just unbelievable.
Stop on the play by number 42, Mike Brubaker.
Number 42, Brubaker on the tackle for Selinsgrove. There's a gain of, let's call it 4, make it 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for the Danville Ironmen.
Boy, Danville, I think, is going to be lucky to get out of here. 37 seconds left. Just 5 points behind.
There's a good stand there at the end. Selinsgrove drove all the way to the end of the field. We're not able to put it through. DeFrancesco on the carry, and he is going to be wiped out.
That's probably going to be it.
I would think that's the end of the first half. Let's see here if Danville's able to get another play off. DeFrancesco getting up. Looks like he's got a problem with the one hip.
Well, he took a pretty good whack last week, too.
Yep. He's taken a pounding the last couple of weeks, and that is the end of the first half. Our score, the Selinsgrove Seals 12, the Danville Ironmen 7. Go get yourself something to eat, something to drink, but don't go too far. We'll be back with the third quarter right after this.
Tonight's CCN Sports Spotlight on high school football is being brought to you by Holsizer Chevrolet, Kurtz Kawasaki, Village Fireplace, Turbitville National Bank, V&H Motors, Milton Trans, Ham's Bakery, Spangler Motors, Allen's True Value, and Robert E. Benyon. Looking for a good quality used vehicle? We have 4x4, sport utilities, pickup trucks, vans, and sedans with options and low mileage and warranties where available. Whether your vehicle is new or used, keep it running in top performance with V&H Motors Parts and Service Departments. Our service department will be glad to help you with your warranty work as needed, and of course any general maintenance of your new and used vehicle. And if the need arises, use our body shop with over 30 years of bodywork experience. V&H Motors, family owned and operated since 1936, Route 45, west of Lewisburg.
You better believe a pain like this, from a soul like this. Look on like this, live on like this, and look like this, give you pride like this, 'cause it's true.
Get Easy Care Flat Latex Paint. It's available in over 2,000 custom colors. Now on sale for only $14.99 a gallon at Allen's True Value.
True Value Paint. Great paint, great store.
For the freshest meats in all of Northumberland County, there's no other place but Mertz Meats. Our meat is processed here on site. Sausage is stuffed. Pork chops are smoked in our own smokehouse. Beef is cut, wrapped, and frozen in quarters and halves. Delicious meats start here first. Mertz Meats, Route 147 in Northumberland. The freshest meat in all of Northumberland County.
Curves for Women welcomes you to the 30-minute fitness and weight loss center. Curves is a unique circuit training system combining hydraulic resistant machines with aerobic recovery stations. Music and a knowledgeable instructor will help motivate you to a workout designed to meet your target goals. Memberships vary from annual to our most popular $29 a month. So try our 30-day challenge to lose inches at the place where fitness and weight loss can put those curves back where they belong. Curves for Women, 518 Walnut Street, Danville.
At Hawkins Chevrolet, they're not just your #1 dealership, they're your first choice for auto parts.
If you're in the market for quality auto parts and accessories, you want only the best. Hawkins Chevrolet in Danville.
Hawkins Chevrolet is an official Good Wrench service center.
And that means we have genuine GM parts, made by the company that made the car.
Hawkins Chevrolet knows price is important.
We guarantee that our GM parts and accessories are the lowest you'll find.
Hawkins Chevrolet, they're your genuine GM parts dealer.
I'll tell you, we're back here at Danville, and things do not look too hot for the Danville Ironmen. You see that player sitting there? That's number 20, Carmen DiFrancesco. If you recall, at the end of the first half, we said it looked like he hurt his hip on one of those shots he took. He doesn't look too healthy to me right now. What do you think, Bob?
He's just sitting down there taking a rest.
Well, I think when the chips are down, he'll be right up running again. But he looks like he's got some pain in that hip.
Took a pretty good whack last week, too. Another change is you're going to see Cheyenne Dewald, number 99, is now number 63.
Number 63 is right, and the Danville Ironmen saying their captain's out. That is Cheyenne Dewald, 63. It's Mike Finn, number 52. It is Brett Merrill, number 24, and it is Dean Reedy, number 50. And for Selinsgrove, their captain's number 88, Mike Danielson, and number 12, Tyson Clark. I don't remember Danielson too many times in the first half, but Clark was all over the place. He has had such a great defensive game. He is quite a player.
And we talked right before, Selinsgrove gets the ball back.
They get the ball on the first offensive series of the second half, and that's not a good thing for Danville. Selinsgrove was having their own way, and at the end of that first half, they ran almost the entire second quarter up this field. They went from their own 3-yard line all the way down to the Danville 4. They weren't able to push it in, but they used the entire second quarter. Here are your halftime stats.
Danville has 7 points on the board. They had 4 first downs. They rushed for only 52 yards. Passing was 2 for 6. With 1 for 0. Line Mountain 0. Passing yardage was only 19 yards. Total yardage for Danville, 71. They had 1 penalty for 5 yards. 2 turnovers. They had a fumble. Actually, they had 2 fumbles. They lost one of them, and they threw an interception. Selinsgrove 12 points. They had 7 first downs, 92 yards rushing. Leidick was 4 for 7 for 43 yards, 135 yards total offense, 1 penalty for 5 yards, and they did not turn the ball over via interception or fumble.
And the second half is underway. Mitterling takes Blesnick's kick. Blesnick, number 15, the kicker for Danville, and Mitterling on his feet, still moving. Oh my.
What a hit.
Holy mackerel. He absolutely ran over Danville's number 49, Jared LeBeau. But LeBeau able to bring him down. Holy cow, what a collision out there.
Well, these guys can run back some kicks. Both teams are running back.
Having great field position most of the game. The only exception to that was that drive that Selinsgrove put on to end the first half. They started from their own 3, were able to take it all the way down to the 4, but not able to push it in.
Carm DiFrancesco not on the field to play defense.
Mitterling, number 33, brought down from behind by number 50, Dean Reedy.
That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to pursue a lot more on defense because you don't have Carm DiFrancesco back there punching your kick. I wonder if we'll see any offensive maneuvers out of DiFrancesco because he is on the bench. His mother's down there now. He got the coat over him.
It doesn't look good. I'll tell you, if there's one player you can't afford to lose from that Danville team, it is Carmen DiFrancesco because he is on the field virtually the entire game. Selinsgrove now with wide receivers both sides, and Leidick decides to take a timeout. I'm not sure what was going on here. Apparently there was some miscommunication on the field. The offensive team for Selinsgrove, and Bill Scott looking over his plays, telling Leidick what he wants him to run. The Selinsgrove Seals and the Danville Ironmen have had some outstanding games in the past, and certainly just 10 weeks ago they put on a real masterpiece. Bob, you had the privilege to be here.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was early in the season. Both teams really trying to figure out what they were going to do. Bedall was knocked out in that game, and he didn't return until just recently. So they were hitting him hard and hitting him often then in that first game.
Coach DiFrancesco out of the game, out of the huddle there for the Danville Ironmen. He's told his players what he wants them to do. Wide receivers both sides, I formation in the backfield. Mitterling the tailback, Lawver number 44, the fullback. Now they switch to a split backs. And it appears that Selinsgrove is going to test the place where Carmen DeFrancesco was.
That should be on the ground.
It was on the ground. It bounced.
Third down.
The ball bounced.
It was a good call by the officials.
Oh, definitely. But the ball bounced. You can see a puddle right there
that we saw
in front of the receiver.
Big cloud of dust going up because there is no grass in that portion of the field.
It is third down now for the Selinsgrove Seals. Third down and 12.
FQ will be turned into a beach after this.
Well, you know, sometimes, Bob, after one of your real good players goes out, some other player steps it up, and the whole team just gels because they know that they're going to have to do it without their star guy.
And there is a incomplete pass, and it brings up a punting situation. Is this the first? This is the second punt, I believe, for Selinsgrove.
They haven't punted much, that's for sure. Going deep for Danville, number 24, Brett Merrill, number 28, Kyle Sanders.
And DeFrancesco not getting off the bench.
Well, he, at the end of the first half, as he went out, he was really limping. You could definitely see it. And apparently it's something in his hip. And I'm not sure that he's going to return. Wydick, number 10, to punt the ball away for Selinsgrove. And the punt is away. It's a nice high punt. And Merrill takes the punt, fakes the reverse.
Number 24,
and he's brought down by number 42 for Selinsgrove, Mike Brubaker. First and 10 Danville.
It does not look like Carmen's going to get off the bench at all, so they're going to have a different backfield. You lose a lot with him, but you don't take all the weapons away. It looks like they're going to have Sanders and Merrill in the backfield on this particular situation.
On any given team, Bob, that's a good backfield. But when you have a Carmen DeFrancesco on the bench, you definitely are losing a lot of speed, a lot of savvy on the football field.
Sanders doesn't get much there.
Kyle Sanders.
You see Cheyenne Dewald right at the point of attack. And Danville going without a huddle.
Ball is at the Ironman 33-yard line.
Dewald as a guard.
Ross back to pass. The pass incomplete.
It wasn't much. He only would have gained about 2 yards on that anyway.
It's third down now and 8 for the Danville Ironmen, again going with no huddle.
I think this is a good look for Danville to go with passing right now because they got receivers that can really do the job.
Wide receivers to the left side, 2 of them, 1 to the right. Passes away to Mike Haddad, and that pass also is incomplete.
That would have been the first down right there had he held on to that. Haddad was on his knees when he caught that, so you don't really have that flexibility because you're planted, and Danville goes 3 and out.
Deep for Selinsgrove, number 22, Dwayne Park. Number 33, Jared Mitterling. You remember Park ran back the last punt all the way for the touchdown. Behind that monster block,
Punting for the Ironmen.
Adam Olsch, number 89, supplying the putty that really nailed the Danville lineman trying to make the tackle.
Wow,
oh, boy, what a kick. Park fumbles the ball. It is covered by Selinsgrove, though, number 43, I believe.
Covered by the Seals at their own 30-yard line, first and 10.
Must have been number 33 on that recovery, Jared Mitterling. First and 10, Selinsgrove. The ball on the Selinsgrove 30-yard line. Selinsgrove leads it 12-7. And I see now that Carmen DeFrancesco is up walking around somewhere. He's not in his position down there on the bench.
It's definitely a left knee or hip because he's standing right down there. Here comes the option. Oh, what a hit! Oh, there's another hit. The hits just keep on coming. Boy, did Leidick take a shot.
Scott Kozer, number 26, putting the putty
Number
to him.
44 is just the Lawver on the carry.
Lawver on the carry, and he picks up, let's see, about
52,
3 yards.
Mike
Finn, number 52, on the tackle of Lawver.
Oh,
And second down and 7.
Finn hitting from behind. There you see Carm DiFrancesco. He's favoring that left leg. But, man, two big hits on that play.
Mitterling on the carry. Good carry,
Number
good
33,
yardage.
Sherrod Mitterling on the
Tackle
carry.
by number 55, Tony
Stop by number
Matarani.
55, Tony Matarani.
Danville, and I've said it a couple of times in the first half, Danville needs to have some good defensive stands right here as Finn calling Dean
Reedy.
Calling the defensive signals out there.
Wide receivers, two of them coming to the right side of the formation. I formation in the backfield. Now split backs. Leidick back to pass, decides more of it, brings the ball down.
Did not get the first down on that one.
No, and he was on the ground when that ball came loose. The ground cannot cause a fumble.
You know, it's amazing, and I know we've talked about it before, adjustments at halftime. It looks like Danville so far has made some good adjustments at the halftime on this defense.
Selinsgrove made an adjustment too. They kept Carmen DiFrancesco on the bench.
Well, I tell you, both coaches for the offensive and the defensive coaches for Danville screaming on the sidelines.
Brett Merrill, Kyle Sanders deep for Danville. And Leidick's punt is on the way. Merrill. And it is a reverse.
Sanders got a little room.
Sanders got more than a little room. He's on his way. Leidick slows him up enough that he is caught. Kyle Sanders, number 28, on a tremendous return, and Danville's back in business at the Selinsgrove 35.
Can anybody make a tackle on a kick return?
Falls at the Selinsgrove 35-yard line.
I think now, with DiFrancesco on the sidelines, you're going to see virtually passes on every down.
Not yet.
You don't like that?
28-24, Kyle Sanders, Brett Merrill, they're going to be all right.
Throw the ball.
And there is
Merrill.
Oh, that hurt. He's hurt.
Number 24, Brett Merrill.
He's away.
No, he isn't.
I didn't know his body could bend
that was such a shot. That looked dangerous.
Dangerous. His upper torso just snapped back, and he just jumped right up.
Get out of here, he says. You can't hurt me.
Ouch. You're still in pain over that one.
Yes, I am. This body, getting bent like that, I'd still be on the field. I formation. And Ross back to pass. The pass is away, and it's incomplete.
He was looking for
number 7, Kyle Winterstein.
Yeah, Winterstein wasn't really open on that one.
Hacksburg on the defensive play for the Selinsgrove Seals.
Pass wasn't really that close either. But he threw it where it would not get him into any trouble.
I think if Winterstein had kept moving, it would have been closer. He kind of stalled behind a defensive player, and the pass had already been thrown by Justin Ross at that point. Split backs now, wide receivers to both sides. Justin Ross pitching back
to Sanders.
Number 28. And number 89 on the tackle is Adam Walsh.
Do you bring
number 89, Adam Walsh?
What kind of a deal do you run here? You're obviously in fourth down territory. That wasn't a bad-looking play right there. I don't think you pass it, but I think you try to get somebody to the outside.
Well, that's what has worked so far, and you see that the boys inside there for Selinsgrove are good-sized kids. You might be better off running with those. Oh, my. Look what we have here in the backfield. It is the Moose.
The Moose and Sanders.
Sanders behind the Moose, Giant Dewald, and it goes nowhere.
He would have been better to make the cut to the left, but once he got stopped, he tried to go to the right.
That tackle by number 18, Eddie Hostetler, and the ball goes over, runs downs. 1st and 10, Selinsgrove.
So the Moose and the Colonel can't get it done.
Colonel Sanders, I got it. 1st and 10, Selinsgrove. The ball on the Selinsgrove 28-yard line. And I would say at this point in time, Selinsgrove is in the driver's seat. They need to hang on to the ball. They need to keep driving the way they did in the second quarter. Mitterling on the carry. Oh, boy. And there's a penalty flag, one of the first penalty flags of the game.
That's the third penalty of the game. And that may be a hold.
It is. Holding against one of the linemen back there.
Number 77. It was right in front of, I think, McNamara, who did it, Matt Browse.
Yeah.
And he looked and said, what? But I didn't see the hold. But that'll take him back from the spot. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yep.
Penalty puts the ball back in the Selinsgrove 17-yard line.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty. First down.
They've got to go all the way to the 38 for a first down, and the ball is spotted on the 17-yard
so it's 21 yards. First down and 21 for Selinsgrove. But they're capable of picking up big chunks. So I'm sure they're not terribly concerned about where the ball is.
First and 22.
Leidick with split backs behind him. Mitterling in motion. Laver. No, not Laver. Who is that? Number 40. The remaining back of the passes away.
He's got Park.
And he's out of bounds. Out of bounds.
That was the same play. And a flag on the play. That was the same play that they ran that Park dropped in the first game. But the coverage was much better on that one. It's either going to be, I'm thinking, an offensive penalty here.
Justin Ross, number 8, the defensive player on the coverage.
No flag.
Going to wave off the flag.
No flag.
Good coverage by Ross on that one.
I thought I saw
22.
Second
Did
down.
you hear that from the referee? He thought he saw 70 downfield. It was instead number 40. It would have been a line downfield. That would have been loss of down. However, it was not 70. It was number 40 downfield. Brian, what do you have on that? Brian what?
On 40. It looks like Lentis. L-E-N-T-E-S.
Brian Lentis.
Let me check my other paper.
Okay, second down and 21 for Selinsgrove. Motion to the left side of the formation. Laver on the carry, and he's got some room. He's gone. Justin Laver. Tackled by Blesnick, number 15. And Laver now. Laver having a hard time getting up.
And they're going to call a timeout here in officials' time and get some help.
I have a feeling Laver fell right on the football. I think he knocked the wind out of himself.
Boy, how about some good speed there by Blesnick?
Oh, yeah. But what about the speed by Laver? He's run the ball a lot today.
He just shot right up there. Danville is doing a great job in holding, and all of a sudden, Laver goes all the way to the 26-yard line of Danville for the first down, knocking on the door.
First and 10, and Lentis, we believe it is, number 40, blocking for Mitterling. Mitterling has his feet knocked out of from under him by number 28, Kyle Sanders.
Sanders just shot right in there and knocked his ankles out.
Knocked his pins out right up from under him.
5:51 left to go. Big run by Laver, and
boy.
he is still on the pines right now, collecting his self.
Catching his breath, that's what he's doing.
He had a concussion earlier in the year.
I think he fell on the ball and knocked the wind out of himself. I believe that's what the problem was. Good close shot there of Leidick, Jack Leidick, and the pass is complete.
To Park. And he still fights for yardage, and he's down to the 11-yard line.
Dwayne Park on the reception. First and 10, Selinsgrove, and they're pounding on the door once more.
Boy, when you said I think Selinsgrove's in the driver's seat, you were absolutely right. Neff comes in. Park goes out lane.
Dwayne Park limping on his way out of the game. He is replaced by number 41, Jordan Neff. And it looked like his toe. He seems to be favoring that toe, as you see there, in that nice close shot. First and 10, Selinsgrove. And Leidick coming to the right side. The pass is away, and it's incomplete.
Threw that one right into the ground.
Yep.
He had Neff open, but nothing doing on that one. Boy, Leidick's logging some miles back and forth from the sidelines every play.
This could be Bill Scott's way of saying, I'm talking my quarterback. I'm not going to send somebody in and have something lost in the translation. He has Leidick come over to see him. virtually every play. 2nd and 10 for the Selinsgrove Seals. They lead it 12-7. They're also threatening right here to add to that score.
Barreling to the outside.
Tackled by number 63, the Moose.
The Moose gets that one. Good defensive stand. I think if Selinsgrove is able to put one in here for 6 or 7, I think the cloud gets a little darker over Danville.
And I'm noticing that Randy Francisco here on the sideline trying to stretch that leg out a little bit, but I have my doubts. He might be through for the day, and if that's the case, Danville's going to have to find some other offensive punch.
Lover is standing next to the coach, hoping to get back in here on this 3rd and 10.
I formation backfield. Now split backs for Selinsgrove, and Leidick back to pass. Passes away, and it's
That's going to be interference.
Yep,
there.
it is, exactly.
Yeah, that definitely was pass interference. I don't think he really needed to do that because I don't know if that pass was catchable.
Scott Mertz, number 1, we believe, is guilty of the infraction. And Selinsgrove gets new life. They will get half the distance, plus they will go back to 1st down.
That's the thing that kills them because they would have been 4th down or would have went over.
Pass interference on the defense.
Penalty puts the ball at the 6-yard line. Brings up 1st and goal to go.
1st and goal from the Danville 6. Selinsgrove was in this position before at the end of the first half. They were not able to knock it through. You can bet your life Bill Scott and his coaches were coming up with some plays in the locker room at halftime in case that should happen again, and here we are.
It's not the yardage that hurts. It's the 1st down. Oh,
fumble! And recovered by... Oh, it's still loose.
I think Selinsgrove still has it.
I don't know.
Now, there's a pile there.
Fumble on the play.
Wow. How'd you like to be on the bottom of that?
No, thank you. No, thank you. Number 53 on that recovery for Selinsgrove is Tim Frymoyer, and Selinsgrove averts disaster.
And that was way dangerous.
2nd and goal.
The ball just kept rolling on the ground.
Yep. 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line. Under 4 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. I formation backfield. Lover is back in the game, number 44. And there's a penalty flag on the play. The pass is away, and there's...
Incomplete. I think you're going to have a motion.
Yes, incomplete. Flag on the play.
I believe you're right.
Probably turning up the field too soon.
Yeah. That's what it is. Illegal motion against Selinsgrove. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
I'll tell you what, you can't even tell any of these Danville fans are here. They haven't had a whole lot to cheer about.
No, they haven't. They've had the 1 touchdown, and that's been it. They've been, actually what has happened is that Selinsgrove is just ball controlling them to death.
2nd down.
Second down.
It didn't help that Danville went 3 and out in that first offensive possession either. It is 2nd down and goal. The ball all the way back at the 18-yard line. Selinsgrove started at the 6. They're now back to the 18. Leidick in front of split backs. Mitterling in motion, and Lover has the football. Nothing doing this time. He picks up a couple, and that is it.
Try a little
by number 44,
foolery there where they send everybody wide to the wide side of the field to the left, and then they just give a straight skinny handoff over the middle.
Kyle Winterstein, number 7, and number 52 on the tackle. It's now 3rd and goal. I don't know if Selinsgrove has a field goal kicker, but he'd better be getting warmed up.
Let me take a look here.
Danville fans now beginning to chant defense.
Have not kicked a field goal.
And Leidick sprints out. The pass is away, and it's
no good.
No good, incomplete.
Wow.
Nearly a touchdown. However, it is incomplete.
I don't know. I looked, all I saw was Pyers with a bunch of point after touchdowns, but I didn't see any field goals.
Brett Fozzie, number 43, the intended receiver, and he was arguing that he had caught that pass. The officials think otherwise, and guess what? The officials win.
You know, and the 7 officials, not all 7 of them are going to miss.
That's right. That's right. It is 4th and goal 3 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Selinsgrove 12, Danville 7. Here's the biggest play of the game so far for the Danville defense. Split backs. Leidick back to pass. The pass is away.
No.
The pass is popped up in the air. However, it is incomplete. And Danville will take over. First and 10. If you're Danville, you're wiping the sweat off your brow and going,
if you're Blesnick right there, number 15, you're wiping it off because I don't think his coverage was that good on there. But Leidick throws a bullet in there, and it bounces off the hands.
Brett Plessy, number 43.
And then Blesnick able to make the hit after that, but it hit off the hands.
First and 10, Danville from their own 16-yard line. They have 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter to knock one through.
I'm thinking pass.
Yeah, we have two wide receivers here to the left side of the formation. Only one remaining back, and the pass is away. And it's dropped.
Merrill drops it. He was thinking about turning up the field.
He was up the field already. Blesnick, in the meantime, was way out here, wide open. Had Ross chosen to throw to him, it would have been a real foot race. You saw what Blesnick could do when he ran down Lawver on that long breakaway run that Lawver had just a short time ago. If I'm Selinsgrove, I'm watching number 15 in orange very closely.
Another guy I think is very dangerous is Haddad.
Oh, yeah. Wide receivers, two of them to the right side, I formation in the backfield. And Dewald has the carry.
He's not going anywhere there.
Driver number 99, Cheyenne Dewald.
He is brought down by number 32, Eric Hackenberg, among others.
Stopper number 74, Will Moyer.
Boy, Danville just cannot afford to go 3 and out again. Not here, because then they'll be punting close to their own end zone.
Well, they need 8 yards then. 8 yards on this play. What are you going to call, Bob?
I'm calling a pass wide.
To Blesnick, number 15 out there, all the way out to the right side. Justin Ross, number 8, settles in behind center. Split backs, and he's back to pass.
You better get rid of it.
Pass it away. I think it's intercepted. Yes, it is. Interception by number 30 for Selinsgrove, John Schutt. No, excuse me. Number 30 is Tony Badman. Tony Badman, first and 10, Selinsgrove. And the Selinsgrove fans and their team are getting extremely excited now.
I'll tell you, that was a pass that was thrown into low into coverage.
Low, but into coverage. That's exactly right. First and 10, Selinsgrove inside the Danville 30 at the 29. Lawver, the fullback, and there's a busted play. Leidick able to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was looking to hand off, and somebody just missed the signal. That's all there is to it.
Winterstein makes the tackle there.
Carry stop by number 7, Kyle Winterstein.
One of the two backs in the backfield went the wrong way, and Leidick had to eat the ball.
I tell you, this Danville defense can score, but they need to pop the ball loose or get an interception or something, because the offense is sputtered here without Carm DiFrancesco in the second half.
Yep, absolutely right. I formation backfield. Wide receivers to both sides of the field for Selinsgrove, and there is the handoff to Mitterling. Mitterling brought down by
33, Jared Mitterling on the carry.
The move in
Stop number 55, Tony Matarani.
Matarani on the tackle.
Matarani in the
ball at the Ironmen 27-yard line, 3rd and 8.
But how many more times can you expect this defense to make great stops before they wear out a little bit?
Well, they've got to be tired. I mean, think about the end of the first half, and they've been on the field virtually the entire second half so far. We're down to a minute left in the third quarter. This ball control offense that Selinsgrove is using is just chewing up the clock in chunks.
There's a pitch.
Not yet. Leidick does pitch to Lawver. Lawver not able to go anywhere.
He's still on his feet, but Reedy able to have a big hit there.
Dean Reedy, number 50. And there you see him, number 50, Dean Reedy, who has had the ball game here.
Lawver with the carry, stopped by 50, Dean Reedy.
And we're to the point now for Selinsgrove,
fourth down,
where it's another big play for them. 4th down and 7.
Boy, I tell you, I wish I was keeping time of possession because I bet it's...
No contest.
They probably had the ball for 6 hours already? And I tell you, and they've only got 12 points on the board, and 6 of those points came from a punt return.
Well, they don't have to snap the ball in this quarter if they don't want to. They can just let it run out. They are going to go one more flag. Yep, one more play, and there's a penalty flag. Oh, my. Receiver on the pass is number 43, Nepp. However, we have a penalty flag on the, no, number 41, I beg your pardon.
Just still Nepp.
Jordan Nepp.
Is it a procedure?
Penalty against the field.
I think that's illegal formation. We'll see. Kevin McNamara will tell us. It is a penalty before the ball was snapped, I believe.
Here we go. By McNamara.
Legal shift on offense, except for penalty. We have an untimed down.
Untimed down now for Selinsgrove. They get the down back because that penalty happened before the snap. However, it is untimed, which means they can take as much time as they want here.
As long as it's within that
25
seconds.
It is 4th down and goal from the 32-yard line. Selinsgrove has the football. They have 2 wide receivers down here to the right side of the formation and split backs in the backfield. Mitterling sprints to the left side. Leidick back to pass. The pass is away, and it is complete.
Number 18, Hostetler.
And that, no, not going to be a first down. Not going to be a first down.
Ball is at the...
And now
it is first down. First and 10.
Now we'll see him on the other end of the field after the break.
Was that a first down, Bob? The referee pointed toward the goal line.
But they just moved everything. The chains and everything moved. And the scoreboard says first down.
Well, we'll find out right after these messages.
I stumbled upon an unexpected stowaway named Romance. She flirted with me in Venice, had me spellbound in San Francisco. Or was I watching the Travel Channel?
If you want romantic getaways, there's only one place to go. Everywhere we do. The Travel Channel, now from the Discovery Channel.
Break away with the Travel Channel.
Petro All-American Iron Skillet wants you to join them for their Friday night seafood buffet with peel and eat shrimp, crab legs, and more, including our plentiful soup and salad bar, our hot food bar with real mashed potatoes and homemade baked goods. Try our carving station, which comes with each buffet, and remember, Saturday night is our prime rib buffet. All children's buffets are just $2.39. So bring the whole family to the Iron Skillet restaurant. We feature buffets every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Your table is ready at the Watson Inn in Watsontown. The Watson Inn features cuisine of the highest caliber, from surf to turf. Every dish is painstakingly prepared using only the finest ingredients. The Watson Inn is the perfect choice for your next catered affair. You'll find the relaxed atmosphere perfect for any occasion. Whether it's a quiet dinner with the family or a rollicking reunion, try the Watson Inn in Watsontown.
Bill Mark's Auto Sales, located on Route 15 just north of Lewisburg, has a great selection of quality, late model, low mileage, and pre-owned vehicles. All exceed Bill Mark's high quality before they're sold. Stop by and browse the lot. You'll find the prices clearly marked on the windshield. On-the-spot financing is available for qualified buyers, and most vehicles come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. At Bill Mark's, count on superior service before and after the sale. Bill Mark's Auto Sales, down-to-earth deals, down-to-earth prices from down-to-earth people. Did you know there's a new sporting goods store in our area? We have the best and largest assortment in catcher's equipment. Are you looking for a glove? Choice after choice of name brand gloves to help your game. Start off the season with baseballs, bats, and equipment, including custom screen-printed jackets, hats, and uniforms. We have a lot to offer in fishing equipment and seasonal live bait. From color lures by Yozuri, Hooks by Eagle Claw. With brand names like Berkley and Mepps, we want to be your #1 fishing accessories store. Blue Heron Sports Incorporated, Route 405 South in Milton.
Finding a perfect gift for that special person in your life can be a trying experience. Add-A-Link tennis bracelets can be the answer for you. Choose your starter bracelet from over 100 styles. And when the next special occasion arrives, Add-A-Link. Shopping made easy. Add-A-Link brand bracelets, known for quality and durability.
There's the story of this game thus far. We are now in the fourth quarter. This is the very beginning of it. Selinsgrove leads at 12-7 over Danville. However, and this is the bigger threat for Danville, Selinsgrove has the football on the 15, first and 10.
How many times can you ask your defense to make the big play? They've gotten into the red zone deep 2 times and have not been able to score.
It was very, very close that last time on passes that fell incomplete. We'll see what Selinsgrove is able to do, and conversely what Danville defense is able to do as it's an option play. And Mitterling is back right there by number 8,
number 33, Gary Mitterling.
Ross able to do a good job coming up. They're really doing a good job now the second half on that option.
They sure are.
Made some good defensive adjustments. I think whoever they're calling the defenses is doing a real good job. They have been unable to get a lot of big yardage. They had 1 or 2 big plays in this whole second half. Some good defensive adjustments by the Ironmen, and the defense has been on the field virtually the whole game.
The ball now inside the Danville 20.
A loss of 4 on that.
Mitterling in motion. Leidick back to pass. The pass is knocked away. There's an interception.
Hurts may go all the way if he doesn't run out of gas.
Now Leidick's going to get him. Leidick's coming up. No, he's blocked. And the tackle made by number 87, Josh Bettle. A touchdown-saving tackle, but now Danville's in the driver's seat.
Hurts ran out of gas at the end. Boy, he takes about a 60, 70-yard interception all the way down to the, looks like he stepped out of bounds on the 15.
First and 10, the Danville Ironmen from the Selinsgrove 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, he was trying to hit Mitterling on the side. There you see, well, you don't see Mertz anymore because he's down on one knee taking a breather here. But he returned an interception for a touchdown against Milton earlier. But he just stepped right in front of Mitterling and able to bring it all the way back to the 14-yard line.
High formation in the backfield, 1 wide receiver to the right.
Nothing doing for Sanders on that
Sanders, number 28, with the ball. He is
stopped by number 18, Eddie Hostetler.
By number 18, Hostetler. Eddie Hostetler on the tackle, number 18 for Selinsgrove in white.
I think you got to go to the air, Carl.
Well, you're not going to pick anything up on the ground at this point.
Selinsgrove
is daring Danville to throw the football. The defense has taken care of the run without Carmen DeFrancesco extremely successfully. Wide receivers all over. 2 to the right, 2 to the left now. Motion toward the right side of the formation. The ball is knocked up in the air, and it falls incomplete.
Third down.
It's third down now for the Danville Ironmen. Third down and 11.
I don't think you bring the field goal kicker on if you get 4. I think you got to go for 6 or 7 here.
Well, a couple ways to look at that.
Because if you give the ball back, let's say it's 10 to 12, you give the ball back, Selinsgrove is already run off like 4 hours on the clock, and they don't even have to score, and if you can't get the ball back, you still can't win.
But if you go for the 3, makes it 12-10, you get another field goal, you win 13-12. And there's a timeout. Some kind of confusion out there on the Danville offense, and Justin Ross has called a timeout.
Yeah, he had Blesnick and Merrill out to the left, and there looked like there was a little confusion out there. And so he wisely calls a timeout because you don't want to squander a scoring opportunity here.
Now, on the kicking side, Chris Pride scored a great many points for Danville this season. You also have the tremendous foot of Mike Blesnick, who can really knock it in 50 yards out.
Pride has had 3 field goals this year. But Blesnik has not been able to knock it out in the last couple of games that we've seen.
I think he's trying a little bit too hard. He's just trying to, it's like in golf. You know, you try to hit it too hard, you shank it. Try to hit it too hard, you just scrub it on the ground. That's been his problem, I believe. If he would just come up and meet the ball, he could do it.
Because he's put it down to the end zone early in the season numerous times.
10 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the ball game. Selinsgrove 12, Danville 7. The offense has gotten its orders, the defense its orders, and we'll see what happens here. It's 3rd down, 11 for the Danville Ironmen. You have to believe they're going to call 2 offensive plays here.
They run DeWald and Sanders in the backfield.
Cheyenne DeWald, number 63, the fullback, and it's an inside, and a flea flicker. Oh my! Touchdown. What a play. The flea flicker is complete. And Kyle Sanders, number 28.
Who's on the Colonel?
Nobody on the Colonel. You got it. And I'll tell you something.
Oh, man.
Justin Ross could have had his choice of at least 2 different receivers because there were 2 open all the way for the touchdown.
Coach Farm goes into the bag of tricks and pulls that one out. And oh my, it works to perfection.
Chris Pride, number 4, to attempt the point after.
Unbelievable.
The kick is up.
And it is good.
And it's good. 10 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the game. Danville now takes the 2-point lead, 14-12. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
You can't rent them. You can't buy them. You can't find them. But we've got them. It's not on home video. Every week, all year long, we've got rare gems with big stars. Everyone from Orson Welles to Raquel Welch in ways you've never seen them before. You won't find them in the video store. You will find them Saturday mornings at 10. Not on home video. Only on Cinemax.
You know, there's an easier way to shop during the holidays. Get out of traffic.
So that they're designed to be sold on television.
Stay out of the lines.
And we want to be able to access who is on the car waiting. When the car comes in, who's the medical imager, as we call it, is something that we can actually show the difference.
There's a lot of reasons you should stay at home this holiday shopping season. Value Vision. Shopping made easy.
We're back here at Danville after the fireworks of that flea flicker pass. Ready for the kickoff. Number 15, Mike Blesnik, will put the foot to it. Selinsgrove waiting to return. And Blesnik's kick is another one of those line knuckleballs, and it is into the end zone, and that's the end of it.
That's the way you do it.
The ball comes out to the 20. First and 10, Selinsgrove.
I was just saying to you during the break, Carl, I think that they've got to have a knuckleball. You got to squib it. You can't allow them to make a return. And there it bounces past Bitterling, and once it goes into the end zone, that's it. You can't return it.
First and 10, Selinsgrove from their own 20-yard line. 14-12, Danville. 10 minutes, 14 seconds. You can bet what Selinsgrove wants to do. Chew up about 10 minutes and knock it in with 14 seconds to go.
That's the same thing Southern was thinking last time.
Yep.
Danville defense comes up big. Mertz interception sets up that touchdown.
Split backs, and Mitterling coming out here to the left side of the formation. Last pass is knocked up in the air. Intercepted by Winterstein, number 7 on the interception. And Danville is back in business.
Oh, my, I tell you, big hands up in the middle of that pile as Leidig just tries to drill it. And you know what? I think Winterstein is the only guy that saw it. Because everybody else was looking around, and all of a sudden Winterstein, he's got a bum arm.
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's got a bum arm as I think he was hit down on that.
Ironmen take over.
But, you know, I still think that Winterstein was the only guy that saw that.
You're right.
That pass, or that tip where it was going.
Winterstein, number 7, there you see him. And his arm is hurting him real bad. He must have gotten tackled right there. He doesn't want to continue, but he's got to.
He's in there saying, whatever the play is, don't throw it to me. And they're going to have a delay of the game here.
Yeah, I'm afraid. Yep, delay of game on the Danville Ironmen.
Delay of game against the Ironmen.
Well, Winterstein wants out desperately, or he wanted out. I'm not so sure he wants out now.
Must have shaken off the stinger. Must have shaken off that stinger, and he's staying back in there. He's a trooper.
New life for the Ironmen. Defense comes up big again.
For the second game in a row.
Well, they've been on the field the whole game.
Wide receivers both sides of the field, and now motion toward the left. And, oh my!
You better throw it.
Screen pass. Screen pass, and I'll tell you, it's getting real tough in there now. Kyle Sanders took that pass, and he was pounded around like a pinball machine.
I don't know if that one's going to work because the pass was not right behind the blockers, and he had to just try to pick and choose his way, but he was only able to gain 3 yards on that. I think you got to take another crack at the end zone. You know, for a couple of times, you got 3 downs here to take a crack in the end zone. Here, if you don't, do you kick the field goal if you don't get in the end zone?
I would definitely go for the field goal. Ross. Oh!
I think it hit Winterstein in the back.
And there's a penalty flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Number 12, Tyson Clark, is down on his knee saying, oh, was that me?
Justin Ross getting up very gingerly. He was nailed, and there is pass interference against the Selinsgrove Seals. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and
new life, first down, right? No.
Right. The coaches from Selinsgrove are going crazy. What they're saying is it was a tipped ball.
Tipped where?
Tipped up in the air, and therefore at the line of scrimmage, and therefore it's open season on the receiver.
Pass interference on the defense. First down.
Did you see a tip at the line?
7-yard line, first goal.
We're not down there where Bill Scott is, obviously, but he's a little bit upset about that call.
And this is the same thing where it was with Selinsgrove. It's not the yards, it's the first down.
That's right. That's right. The time is definitely in Danville's favor now.
There's Merrill to the outside.
Merrill, saving tackle.
Number 24, Brent Merrill on the carry.
Number 88.
Stop for the play by number 88,
Mike Danielson, one of the captains for the Selinsgrove Seals.
Goal from the 6.
It is second and goal now for the Danville Ironmen.
Got 3 more shots here into the end zone, and again, I think they're going to have to pass. I think you still gotta go in the air. You got Blesnick on one side, you got tight ends everywhere. Blesnick on one side, Winterstein on the other, or had it.
The pass is complete. Blesnick, number 15, is tackled by 11, Charlie Pagana.
But he does not gain, but what, maybe a yard, 2 yards at the most?
Third and goal.
Third down and goal from the 3.
Do you run that super eye out of there and get Finn and Dewald and then give it to Merrill out of the backfield? Guess
Merrill or Sanders, either one. It would appear to be another, oh, wait a minute. The Moose is in the backfield. Maybe he's going to get the ball. Nope, he's blocking. Passes away.
No, it is a
touchdown. Number 2, Mike Haddad on the reception. Touchdown, Danville.
So Haddad goes out there. I don't know. There was a delayed call. It must have been awful close to the ground, Carl. There you see number 2, Haddad, with that touchdown in Danville.
Number 4, Chris Brown on the driver's seat.
Oh, they sure are.
This is the extra point that means a lot because it makes it a two-score advantage, right. That's the word I was looking for.
Chris Pryde's kick is up. And it's good. 7:52 remaining in the game. Danville 21,
Selinsgrove 12.
Excuse me, 21. Selinsgrove 12 will be back for the kickoff right after this.
station.
Roll out the red carpet for the first ladies of Fairy Tale Land. Wow! Where star power rules. With a royal twist. Sharon Stone is Henny Penny. Mary Hart is Loosey Goosey. Alan Dershowitz is Dorky Lurky. Geraldine Ferraro and New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, Henny Penny. An all-new HBO animated special from the Happily Ever After Fairy Tales for Every Child series.
You're looking at Coach DeFrancesco, who is finally breathing again. He had some real tough times there in the second quarter and at the beginning of the third quarter, but now he is a lot more comfortable.
I think you still kick the knuckleball here. You can't give him a return.
Number 15, Blesnick. It is a squibber.
And it's a live ball, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. Good play.
And there's a penalty flag because that's a legal procedure.
Good play by Selinsgrove as they just let that thing squirm on out of there. And they are going to
they're going to take the ball right there.
They can do. Now, why would they do that? You can take it at the 35.
That's what they're going to do.
Okay. You can take it at the 35.
No, wait a minute. Hold.
Where it went out. No, the ball was touched.
The ball was touched by a Selinsgrove player. And that means the ball is first and 10 for Selinsgrove, where it went out of bounds at the 32. First and 10 Selinsgrove from their own 32-yard line. They have 7 minutes, 52 seconds to score twice.
Had he let it gone out, he would have only been at the 35.
And the pitch back to Mitterling. Mitterling on the right side.
Way to string that out. Oh, man, the pursuit on that was awesome.
Great job stringing it out by the Danville defense.
Where's Lauber? He's on the bench with his hat on. He's kicking dirt at the feet. You see him over there, Carl?
Yeah, I see him.
He got the hat off.
Well, now the two offensive weapons, one for either team.
2nd and 9 from the 33.
The best offensive weapons are both on the sideline. Carmen DeFrancesco, number 20 for Danville, and Justin Lauber, number 44 for Selinsgrove.
I don't know if he got his bell rung again, but...
well, if he did, he's done. Oh, my.
What coverage. He throws in the double coverage with Dwayne Park able to come up with that one on his knees.
Great pass and great reception. Dwayne Park, number 22, first and 10, Selinsgrove. Ball now on the Danville, on the Selinsgrove, 44, excuse me. 7 minutes remaining in the game. And there you're looking at the injured player for Danville, Carmen DeFrancesco. We believe it is a hip problem. Wide receivers both sides, split backs in the backfield. Leidick, back to pass, and I think that's
awful close
to lateral. Oh boy. Dean Reedy was on his horse heading to the end zone. When the referee said hold it, that is a forward pass, not a lateral.
Now they are making virtually every play a pass.
Well, when you have your best offensive runner on the sideline, what are you going to do?
Hey, you know, what did I say earlier? Sometimes I surprise myself. 14 interceptions, 2 tonight, cost them.
Yep.
2 touchdowns it cost them.
Leidick, number 10 behind center. He sprints back to pass.
He's going.
And he is. No, he's still loose.
Middle.
Oh. Leidick.
Number 10, Jack Leidick on the carry across the 45.
2, Mike Finn, among others.
D-Wald in there, too.
Sanders in there. D-Wald.
I'll tell you, now it almost looks like there's 6 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the game. Does desperation set in now that you have to make 2 scores?
Well,
you got to score as quick as possible.
Sure would make you feel a lot more comfortable if you could score here quickly. 2 wide receivers to the right side, split backs in the backfield for Selinsgrove. Leidick back to pass.
That was
tipped. Oh, Mike Finn almost with an interception.
I'll tell you again, tipped at the line of scrimmage one more time. However, that one was not way up in the air, but Finn almost had that maybe.
You know, we sometimes forget those interior linemen. We forget what they put into it. Mike Finn, number 52, is an all-state returning lineman for the Danville Ironmen. Dean Reedy in another. And Carmen DeFrancesco, the third All-State returning player for the Danville Ironmen. Mike Finn has had an outstanding season, and he is not ready to give it up for this year. He wants to play another game at least.
Playing defensive end. What pressure? Oh, he just got tripped up the end. Oh, my.
That pass nearly intercepted by number 27, Scott Tozer. Had he intercepted it, he had nothing but 40 yards of green in front of him.
And I tell you, it goes over to Danville on downs, and now they've got 40 yards of green, 47 yards of green.
Ball at the field, 47-yard line. Ironmen take over.
On the Danville Ironmen, all I want to do is to see that time evaporate off the clock.
How about it?
5 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the ball game, and now the Danville Ironmen.
They're looking for a play. They're looking for a play. They're looking for Haddad. He needs to get out of there, and Danville's got to call the timeout.
Timeout, Danville. You don't want to burn those up at this point.
Had it kind of taken a break on the sideline as coaches were desperately searching for someone.
And now Carmen DeFrancesco is going out, and he's going to tell Haddad what's what.
Winterstein and Ross frantically trying to get somebody's attention. Hey, you can play with him.
Yeah, you can. But what if you call a play that you need that guy? Then what?
Then you're in trouble.
Of course, if he's a wide receiver.
He comes off the sideline.
Yeah. We have 5 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the ball game. Danville 21, Selinsgrove 12, and again, the opportunistic Danville defense has risen to the occasion, and they've really asserted themselves here tonight. It's been just a great game to watch. There's so many fluctuations as far as emotions go on both sides of the field.
You are not kidding. I'll tell you what. Now it's the Selinsgrove Seals sitting in stunned silence. I don't think Danville can believe that they just got 2 touchdowns that quick.
Justin Ross hands off to number 24.
Number 24, Brett Merrill on the carry.
Brett Merrill up through the middle of the Selinsgrove line.
Ball at the 43-yard line.
I think now you're going to start to see a lot of tackling the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Because Danville has coughed it up quite a few times, twice tonight. You tackle the ball, you got to get the ball back. You cannot allow the time to roll off the clock.
The ball on the Selinsgrove 42-yard line. Wide receiver here to the right side. Split backs in the backfield. And Sanders
Number 28, Kyle Sanders on the carry. No gain on the play.
Taking a beating there.
At the bottom of that pile is number 77 for Selinsgrove. That's Matt Browse.
I think you go ahead and run it into the middle of the field again. Sure. If you don't get the first down, you pooch it on down there. I don't know. I don't think you go 4 downs here. I think you try to pin them if you can't get the first down.
Sounds logical to me. 42-yard line is where we find the ball. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Danville Ironmen. They lead it by 8. Make that 9. I teach English, not math. 21-12 our score. And Ross back to pass. Isn't that what we said? We better pass it.
No! Ross
got it.
First down.
And more. Justin Ross.
Justin Ross on the carry.
1st and 10.
Tackle on the play by number 12, Tyson Clark.
Clark, number 12.
That Clark has been a wild man tonight for the Seals. There you see Ross getting a big hug from Coach Carm, saying that he made the right decision on that. I don't know. I'm a wide open offense guy, but I don't know if I throw it fair. But Ross makes the right decision. He pulls it down, gets the first down, keeps the clock moving because he's still in the middle of the field.
Tyson Clark, number 12, has been the real spark plug for the Selinsgrove Seals. He is the safety. And there is the carry.
Number 24, Brett Merrill on the carry.
Brett Merrill.
I would be a bit surprised to see Danville put another one on the board here. And the reason for that is I don't know if the Selinsgrove defense has recovered from what's happened.
Yeah.
3rd and 5.
I think that's a good assessment. 2nd down 5 after the 5-yard gain. And the clock continues to run. That certainly is in favor of the Danville Ironmen now.
Now you got Reedy and Finn and D-Walt all on the front line.
Merrill on the carry.
Boy, did he get a whack behind there, number 88.
Number 88 is Mike
Stop for the
Danielson.
play by number 88, Mike Danielson. Ball is at the Selinsgrove 16-yard line.
First and 10.
First down.
Danville.
Yeah, they're just wearing him down now. I think Maryland needs a quick break, too, because he's been pounded with the injury to DeFrancesco. Maybe Coach Carm says, you know, hey, young Carm, we can do it without you tonight. Why don't you just take a break? We're going to need you for next week. And sits him.
Well, if there was any way for him to be in there, he'd be in there. So I have a feeling this injury is a little more serious than we know. And
inside handoff to Sanders.
Sanders, and he is knocked to the ground.
He, you know, looking at Carm DeFrancesco on the sideline, he's walking and standing a lot better than what he did at the half. When he didn't look like he even wanted to move, and he didn't want to put any weight on his left leg. But he may have a hip pointer.
And that's what I think it is, a hip pointer. And that you can deal with somewhat. It is going to be very painful for the rest of his season, however long that goes. The Danville Ironmen appear to be headed for a showdown with Blue Mountain next week at Blue Mountain.
Because I heard at the last break Athens 0, and that doesn't bode well.
Danville football squad and coaching staff would like to extend their sincerest thanks to area churches for hosting this.
Second down
for
and 9
church
for the
services
Danville
at breakfast
Ironmen.
before each game.
The ball is on the Selinsgrove 15-yard line. And you just have to take your hat off to both these teams. They've had an outstanding game, both teams. They just pulled their hearts out because they knew, as you're watching the Danville Ironmen cheerleaders and the band, both teams knew that if they didn't win, their season was over. And they gave it everything they had. They've left everything right out here on the field. It's been a terrific game to watch.
You know, I think you can liken this Danville team to, let's say, Penn State, because they have an overpowering defense that can score points. Plus, anytime on the offense, they can score the big play.
Tight ends both sides, and Ross on the carry. Oh,
did you see that hit?
Ross on the carry.
What a block.
Stop by number 42.
Tyson Clark didn't make that tackle because that had put the flick on him.
9-yard line.
And
third and
Justin
4.
Ross on to carry. It's third down 4 after the gain. The ball inside the 10 at the 9. And you just have to feel that the Selinsgrove defense has had the life taken out of it.
There's that
pitch back to Kyle Sanders.
Tackled by Cheyenne Dewald.
And there is a penalty flag on the play.
I think Cheyenne Dewald got him on it.
Yeah, he did. We have a personal foul
against Selinsgrove.
Selinsgrove Seals.
Maybe a little frustration setting in there.
I'm not sure what the call was. I suspected a face mask, but the referee will give you a signal on that if that's what it is. It was some kind of illegal activity happening there, and that means that Danville will get the ball with 4 more downs, and there are 2 minutes, 11 seconds remaining on the scoreboard.
There you see a little bit of a huddle going on. So they make the call right. You got 7 of them out there.
We're not going to wave off this flag, are we?
I don't know. I didn't see the face mask. All I seen was Cheyenne Dewald looking for some blocking.
Some way to get out of the way.
He just couldn't get out of the way.
You're looking at some of this large crowd here.
They're standing along the end zone to the west, the east side of the stadium.
Did you see
the 50-50 number? 096591.
Here we go.
42 late hit. Dead ball foul, late hit, personal foul on the defense.
Late hit.
There you heard what it was.
Yep, late hit.
Number 42 would be
Mike Brubaker.
Brubaker, the linebacker.
And the referee is now calling for the chains to find out.
Official time.
If it's
Again, the 50-50 number is 09.
Can you tell me what?
65.
Because there was a half the distance penalty.
Ah, there you go.
But I thought it would be an automatic first down, not the case.
You know what else I like about Coach Carm?
What's that?
No headset for him.
No.
You know, you let the assistant coaches have the headset. He strolls the sidelines, and then people go to him with what they think, or he'll ask them. No headset. I like that in a coach. No headset. You don't need to be tethered.
First and goal for the Danville Ironmen from the Selinsgrove 5-yard line. We're going to be around 2 minutes when this ball is snapped. Justin Ross taking all the time in the world. Ross on the handoff.
Merrill all the way
for the touchdown.
Merrill just right up the middle. Has a great cut there for an Ironman for the touchdown.
Brett Merrill on the Danville touchdown. 27-12 now. Danville leads it over the Selinsgrove Seals.
The stunned Selinsgrove Seals. I'm talking, they are in stunned disbelief.
Number 4, the reception is what turned the entire game around. Danville has never quit this whole season. Twice now, 2 weeks in a row, they could have just caved in. They could have gone belly up, and they just rose to the occasion. Did an outstanding job getting the scores they needed to take the lead and probably to win this game. 27-12 now as the extra point goes wide right. 1:57 remaining. Stick around for that 2 minutes or so. We'll be back with further action right after this.
You train hard to be ready to serve when disaster strikes or the nation calls. If you can spend 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year in the Army National Guard, training with men and women who believe that being ready is a part of being free, then call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
You are looking at the offensive spark plug for the Danville Ironmen. DeFrancesco had a great first half. He has not played it down in the second half. He's got some kind of injury. We suspect that it might be a hip torn or something of that sort. He's a little gimpy leg there. His left leg is giving him trouble. But Danville has done very, very well without him, and that's a tribute to the entire team. As Blesnick squibs another one down, it is picked up.
Lentis, I think.
By Lentis, number 40, and
still going.
Blesnick, who
returns the kick.
now he was down on the ground. There was a lot of pulling and pushing.
Danville says they won it. McNamara says, stop the clock. It's Selinsgrove. See, and again, with Danville, don't give up. They want the ball back.
Yeah.
146, they want the ball back. 27-12. This game was, what, 12-7?
12-7, and it looked like Selinsgrove was in great position. You remember they had 3 different times they were down within the 5-yard line, and they could not score. And that really told the story. This Danville defense has played a tremendous game. And you know who is the heart of that defense? Who do you guess is the heart of that defense? Nope. Penalty flag, illegal motion against number 87. That would be Josh Bettle.
Mike Finn?
Mike Finn, number 52, the heart and soul of the defense. And you know what? He's the player of the game.
Mike Finn, player of the game for Danville, done a great job. They'll start on the first down. Done a great job all year tonight, no exception. When you let Selinsgrove get down inside of the 5-yard line and you deny them, man, that's great defense.
It is. It's terrific defense. Team defense, and at the center of it, right there he is, number 52, Mike Finn.
Walker still on the Pines. Another ball tipped by Reed.
Second down.
Boy, all of a sudden, Leidick has gone stone cold. He can't get the thing up above the line.
It's being tipped every time. The Danville defensive linemen are able to tip that ball away, and once the ball is tipped, the receivers are open season. You can do anything. Well, can't do anything, but you can knock them around because the ball has been tipped.
That's right. So
no pass interference at that point.
If you're laying back, waiting to make the good crack, now's the time.
Yeah,
when that ball is tipped.
That's right.
Make them punch that ticket.
Again, the Danville cheerleaders, they've had a great season as well, cheering on their team. And that carry carry.
Number 40, Brian Lettis on the carry.
Number 40, Brian Lettis.
Stopped by number 52, Mike Finn.
Mike Finn on the tackle.
Ball up at the 36-yard line.
I think you might be right about Justin Lombard. You know, it was that long, long run. He never really recovered from that. After he went down on that was just about it for him.
Yeah.
But we talked before about the injury that he had earlier in the season. He is only a sophomore, and he's got 2 good years coming up for Selinsgrove. But you need to be really careful with those kinds of injuries. Leidick, back to pass. The pass is away, and it's incomplete.
That time, you see, he lofted that ball up. Ross able to put the smack down on Bedall. But you see that pass, that was not a bullet. He just kind of lobbed that over, or it would have been tipped.
4th down and 12 for Selinsgrove, and there is but 1 minute left in this football game. And 1 minute left in the season for the Selinsgrove Seals.
This game has gone virtually the same way as the Southern Columbia game.
Exactly.
I mean, the defense was on the field the whole game, and then all of a sudden the defense comes up with the big plays because they had been outplayed by the other team.
Selinsgrove will punt the ball away. I'm a little surprised at that.
Merrill calls a fair catch.
Number 24, Brett Ryan.
Yeah, really, why don't you go for it there? You're already behind by a bunch.
From their own 34-yard line.
Bill Scott wants his defense to have the last hurrah here. 54 seconds remaining. Danville 27, Selinsgrove 12. And the Danville Ironmen will be going on to play next week.
Second team offense out there now. Still looking for players. They're still looking for players.
Who do you need? The coaches are saying, who do you need?
They need a timeout is what they need.
And there it is. There's a timeout. Timeout Danville as the second team offense gets a chance to play. You're seeing the first team offense.
Oh, Coach Carm gets a bath.
And that was right into the face. Ice cold water down over him. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the furthest Danville has been the last 3 years. Because, see, they lost, and they're undefeated season 2 years ago. They lost to a team that they had beaten during the regular season. And that would be Jersey Shore.
You know, Coach Carm there is hugging everybody. Now he just went down and got young Carm and said, you better get in the middle of this pile. You deserve it too.
Oh, sure. I mean, my goodness. There's the real spark plug of your offense.
And can lay the smack down on the defense too.
Number 1, Scott Mertz, the quarterback now for the Danville second team.
I think Lemon got hurt earlier. Had a broken wrist or hand or something like that, so that's why you're not seeing him in at the QB.
Penalty flags all over the field. Both teams having shown a lot of class throughout this game. You didn't see the frustration that you just know was all over that Selinsgrove team after the interception when Danville ran it back and really turned the tide of this game. But they continued to play hard, didn't give anything away.
Boy, I tell you, when you go to the quarterback, you already got Carm on the
procedure on the offense, still first down.
You got Carm on the bench.
Puts the ball at the Ironman 29-yard
You got
line.
Lemon on the bench.
First and 15.
And now you got to go to Mertz, the cornerback, the late quarterback.
He's a junior, in case you're wondering. Scott Mertz, 5'10", 162 pounds. He's a junior. Down the line a good bit with your running backs also. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my.
Well, he has all kinds of flags there coming. The heck was that, Carl?
On the carry,
That was
on the play.
a block, but it was after the play was over. And now there's frustration on the part of Tyson Clark, number 12. He played just a tremendous game. He didn't have to do that.
Well, a few minutes ago, Haddad laid a good block on him.
Maybe that was the payback right there.
Yeah, but when you pay somebody else back, you always get caught.
Yep, seems that way.
The guy that initiates stuff never gets caught is the guy that's doing a little payback.
Dead ball foul on sportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
Well, pretty well officiated game by these seven officials.
Very well.
I don't think you can complain.
Puts the ball at the Ironmen.
First and 10 now for the Danville Ironmen, and this will be the last play of the ball game, barring a defensive penalty.
Mertz is going for a pass.
Passes away, and it's incomplete.
What? Now, what was that? Number 19, Jared Moyer, having words with Mertz, and then kept him on the ground.
I think it was probably because there was a pass thrown there.
Yeah, you know, you throw the pass into the ground.
Why prolong the agony, though? Just take a knee, and that's the end of the game.
And Mertz says, I don't know if I've ever played quarterback in a varsity game before. I'm throwing the
throw a pass. Right.
But, you know, hey, Coach Carm never quits. And no matter if his offense, defense, whoever's on, they're trying to put points on the board. You know that coming into the game, that Danville is going to try to put points on the board.
And there is the run into the line by number 10, Matt Wetzel. And that is the end of the ball game, and a great game it was. We are so happy you were here to see it because of the excitement involved. The Danville Ironmen will go on to play against Blue Mountain next week at Blue Mountain. The Selinsgrove sealed in their season with a record of 7-4. They had a great season, including a win over last year's AA state champion Mount Carmel last week. But their season is over. Now they need to just get back into the weight room, get ready for next year. They have a raft of players coming back. They should be very, very good. Any final comments?
I tell you, you would have thought that Danville was down and out
just
because
like last week.
Selinsgrove had the ball forever. The defense was on the field, but you know they bent and bent, but they never broke, and they were able to keep Selinsgrove out of the red zone numerous times because let's say the offense Selinsgrove only scored 6 points. Park runs the kickback for another 6 points, so the offense only able to score 6 points tonight. Danville defense did a great job, and I think, you know, led by Mike Finn, you've got a good, solid team. I think a lot of teams are built around good defenses. Yep. You see one right here.
Yeah, that's for sure. But they will be tested next week, and that will really tell the tale. How far has this Danville program come? We'll see when next week rolls around. For Debbie Bortel and Ron Podlesny, our camera people, for Joe Kirkner in the van, and for Bob Hickox, this is Carl Bauer saying see you next time on CCN. Good night, everybody.